You're listening to the QC Step Podcast, a podcast to give you the information and the skills that you need to find a job, keep a job, and become a valuable employee. My name is Corey Finneran, and I am a transition specialist for the STEP program, and welcome to the 8th episode of the QC Step Podcast. On this episode, you'll hear the weekly job leads, an interview that I did with Donna Gresch, the STEP coordinator at Sherrard High School, and then the QCStep.com tip of the week, which will be provided by Gary Maiden. The title for Gary's tip of the week is Proper Body Language. So let's take a look at the job leads. And here are the job openings for the week of November 5th, 2012. These weekly job leads will be posted on Monday mornings at QCStep.com, and you'll find links to the online applications for some of them. We normally start things off by looking at the Hy-Vee food stores that are hiring, and we're going to do that again this week. The Milan, Rock Island, and Silva stores are all three looking for courtesy clerks. The Muscatine store is also looking for courtesy clerks, and then they have positions open in the departments of dairy, Chinese, bakery, salad bar, and deli. And there's two Galesburg stores, and they're both looking for courtesy clerks. You can find the link to the Hy-Vee application, online application, on our website under the Job Leads November 5th, 2012 post. There are some other job openings right now. Miss Mamie's in Moline. Target, and I'm assuming that's the one in Moline. I'm not sure. That job lead was posted on our submitted on our website, and so thank you to whoever sent that in. UPS is looking for package handlers, and you can find the online application linked from our website. Kmart in Moline, they're looking for stockers, customer service, and sales associates, and the link to the Kmart application is on our website. And Yonkers is looking for holiday sales associates and big day support associates. And you can find that online application linked on our site as well. We have a couple of job leads for our graduates. Kmart in Moline is looking for overnight associates. If you're interested in delivering phone books, the phone number to call for that is 1-800-733-9675. Rosewood Care Center, they're looking for CNAs and an activity assistant, and you can send your resume to rosewoodnursing.com. And then there's another UPS position that would be for our graduates, and that's a driver helper. And again, you can find the online application linked from our website. Last week, I had the opportunity to speak with Donna Gresch, and Donna is the STEP coordinator for Sherrard High School. I spoke with Donna about the skill development site that she runs at Hope Creek. Donna tells us how the site began and the types of skills that students can develop there. If you're working a training site and you're not sure how to use that experience to help you get a regular job, Donna gives you a piece of advice that I think will help you. So here's my interview with the STEP coordinator at Sherrard High School, Donna Gresch. All right, Donna, so why don't we start off by you kind of explaining to us how this training enclave site got started.
Well, this training site got started 5 years ago to offer transition opportunities to Sherrard High School special needs students. Our high school is literally in the middle of a cornfield. The closest business to offer a variety of entry-level training opportunities was Oak Glen Nursing Home, and at that time it was 8 miles away. Stacy Blackwell, our guidance counselor, and Gary Maiden, who works for DRS, and I approached the nursing home with the idea of having a daily work enclave, and the Oak Glen administration was welcoming. So in the fall of 2008, our first group of students started volunteering there every afternoon. We moved with the facility to East Moline when they built this new beautiful building, and it's now called Hope Creek Care Center. We travel by bus or by school van. I had to get my bus driving license in order to transport students in the van during the school day according to the Illinois Code. So that's how we got started.
Okay, so what different departments do students work in here?
Oh, a variety of departments. They arrive every day, they wash their hands, they report to the main dining room. If the dietary staff need help bussing tables, they start there. Other dietary tasks we have done in the past: sorting, bagging silverware, stacking dishes, cleaning carts, removing trash, recycling boxes. When they were able to come in the morning, which we were able to do 1 or 2 years, during breakfast time, we were very needed, and the students went to the residents' tables and took orders. They filled the orders, they delivered the food, and then they helped with the busing. Coming in the morning does give us a lot more opportunity, but it just doesn't fit in with Sherrard's schedule all the time. In other departments, in laundry, we fold clothes, we sort socks, and we cut up rags, blankets into rags for the housekeeping department. In the office area, we do shredding. We recycle papers. For the physical therapy department, we disinfect all the equipment daily. For the certified nursing assistants, part of their duties is to give each resident on the floor fresh water and ice every day, and our students do that. That's one of our biggest jobs and takes a lot of time. We also fill glove dispensers in each room. For the activities department, we transport students, we help them make cards, we help them play bingo, lots of different things that the activities department do that they just need an extra hand. The engineering department, we water the plants, we pull weeds, we have our very own memory care garden, which we started from scratch when the building was new, and we plant and weed and maintain that every year. We have the help of a master gardener from Rock Island County with that. We fill bird feeders. And then in the central supply department, we put the cartons of gloves away in the clean utility room, and we break down boxes and recycle them.
How many students from Sherrard are here right now?
This is the smallest number I have, and there are only 2.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
What's the most that you've had in a year?
9.
Oh, wow. So you can spread everybody
10.
out?
Yes.
And do they rotate?
Especially if we come in the morning. It's a little harder in the afternoons.
Right. And do they rotate throughout the year, or do they kind of stay in one department?
No, they do all the jobs.
Okay.
I try to rotate often.
So what types of skills are students developing here that they can take into the world of work, competitive employment?
There are many. They first of all, they learn about all the job opportunities that are available in a healthcare facility, and that can transfer to any healthcare facility. The students develop following directions. They improve their rate of work and their quality, both very important. They learn to accept responsibility and criticism. They have to consider safety, and they have to organize and how they approach a task. We discuss appropriate dress. They have to follow a dress code. They learn how to positively interact with their peers, and then, almost more importantly, they learn how to support their peers. Every student that I've ever supervised here, I've just seen maturity levels go sky high.
Good.
Much better, much improved.
Good. Has there been anyone that's worked here in the training site that's been able to that's been hired by Hope Creek?
Yes, just one so far. We have one pending, which is almost a sure thing.
Good. So what we have, different schools are going to listen to this and see this, and students that are working in training sites around the area. Do you have any advice that you would give those students working in training sites that might be interested in getting a regular competitive job?
Well, one of the things that they definitely need to do is when they're interviewing for that job, they need to mention that they have experience at these work enclaves. In fact, just yesterday, one of our senior step students got a job, and she said she feels the interview went very well because when she was asked what volunteering she had done, she was able to use this work enclave experience, and she got the job on the spot.
Good. All right. Well, thank you for sitting down with me.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Gary Maiden, and for this week's QCStep.com Tip of the Week, I want to talk to you about nonverbal communication, or as it's also known, body language, specifically as it applies to a job interview situation. Now, what you say during a job interview is extremely important, but how you appear can be just as important and maybe even more so. It begins when you walk into the office of the interviewer. You want to make sure that you walk quickly across the room with your chin up, looking straight ahead at your interviewer. As you approach, offer your hand in a handshake and make good eye contact and smile. When you shake the person's hand, make it a firm handshake, but not appear as though you're trying to prove yourself as being stronger than the interviewer. Once you sit down, posture becomes very important. Posture means how you position your body. You want to sit straight up, or even better, lean forward just slightly to show interest. If you slouch back, like this, that makes it appear as though you're not interested at all in why you're there. Also, if you lean forward like this, that doesn't show interest, that shows that maybe you're tired. So again, sit up, look the person in the eye, make good eye contact through the interview, but don't stare through the whole thing. You can break eye contact once in a while, look away, but then come back when you answer the person's question. That shows respect and it shows that you're interested. And make sure you smile, okay? They want to hire people who are friendly, who come across as friendly and as confident. Making good eye contact and smiling shows confidence, and even though you're probably nervous during the interview, you don't want that to show. Once the interview is completed and it becomes clear that it's completed, you'll stand up, again, look the interviewer right in the eye, shake hands, smile, and then the verbal stuff comes into play as well, like saying thank you, and you look forward to hearing from them. But remember, through the whole thing, how you appear is extremely important. So work on that. I'm Gary Maiden, and that's the QCStep.com Tip of the Week.
Before we wrap things up here, I'd like to take a second to remind you what Donna Gresch said about taking your training site or skill development site experience and using it to help you get a regular job. Donna said that a student from Sherrard had an interview and she felt that it went well because when she was asked about her volunteer experience, she was able to bring up her training site experience. There are lots of different types of work skills that you're developing in these training situations, and you should bring those up in an interview. If you're not sure what skills you're developing or how to bring them up in an interview, speak with your STEP teacher, Gary Maiden, or Carrie Stewart, and they'd be happy to help you learn how. That does it for the 8th episode of the QC Step Podcast. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter if you would like to receive job leads as soon as we get them. And by doing this, you don't have to wait until Mondays or Tuesdays to find out where you can apply. If there is a topic that you would like covered in a podcast or as a QCStep.com Tip of the Week, contact us through the website or you can email info@QCStep.com. Thank you for listening, and we will be back next week with another episode of the QC Step Podcast.